just in time to say hello to Rugbeer.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogveer. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Svar, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You
Traitor!
betrayed us!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
Get on with it! Rogveir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torygg. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude. He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric
Liar.
challenged Torygg. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Oh. New in town, right? And if you need a place to sleep, head over
Not
to the
right now.
Winking Skeever. We keep a fine inn.
That's definitely going in my part of the Edda.
Some gate guard you were!
Let me know if you see anything you like. Biren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army. No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torygg's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that. Some might call this junk. Me?
Please, don't interrupt the
I
court.
swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torygg. And so he came before my husband and he shouted. With that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say. For it grieves me to speak of it. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torygg was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Oh, I thought that matter was handled. I think Falk is taking care of that. Be well. Pray for solitude.
If I needed something from you, you would know it. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Not really. Varnius Junius is a fool. I'm sure nothing will come of it. I suppose if you're truly interested, you could talk to Falk. He's the better safe than sorry type. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Ulfric showed up at the Gates of Solitude, requesting an audience. We thought he was here to ask Torygg to declare independence. By the time we realized Ulfric was here to challenge Torygg, it was already too late. By Nord custom, once the challenge was issued in court, Torygg had no choice but to accept. Had he not, Ulfric would have had cause to call a new moot and a new vote for High King. Torygg had some martial training, of course, but it mattered little that day. When Ulfric's lips parted, when he unleashed the power of the Thu'um, that shout, that ancient and terrible tongue, ripped Torygg asunder. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torygg's father. It was Torygg who appointed me to the position. I like to think I've aged well. I'm certainly wiser than I once was, and I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I give and I give. Take care of yourself and always
Do you
remember,
have business with the
world
court?
is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Erikr. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you, I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you. We summon Potema. Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm! As our voices summon you, the blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen. Summoned with words bound by blood. What? What are you doing? You fools! You cannot bind me to your wills. Summoned with words bound by blood. You ants don't have the power to bind me! Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
Where'd you come from?
Teamwork right there.
You've returned. Good. What did you find? Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them. You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. She still mourns greatly for her husband, High King Torig. So she leaves many of the courtly details to me. Anyone with a stout heart like
There's
yours
something
is welcome
personal
here.
I was hoping you would do for me. Falk told me what you did for us at Wolfskull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust. As you may know, Talos worship is outlawed in the Empire. When we buried my husband, I made offerings to all the gods, except Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos. No, but my husband, Torig, would want a proper burial, and this is the way Nords are buried in Skyrim. Thank you. It would mean a lot to me.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
It's
Be
a
quick.
fine day
I
with
have
you.
little patience for
Falk
mundane
said I could count on you. You have more than earned the right to purchase property and take the next step to becoming a Thane. Speak to Falk when you have the funds, and thank you. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. You help my people and purchase a house from my steward,
May the
and
gods...
I'll make you my Thane.
Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. Certainly. What did you have in mind? Very well, Is there anything else you'd like? Very well. Is there anything else you need? I'd be glad to help you. And of course, don't forget... Now, what would you like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to... Very well. Is there anything else you'd... Very well. Is there anything else you'd like... Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to... As you wish. Speak to me again if you decide to purchase some decorations for your home.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. You help my people and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck to you. Keep the faith. General Tullius will win this war.